The end of each arm, most of us have a hand. It's complete with opposable thumbs so that we may pick things up easily. And these hands are meant for work and play. Welcome to Calm in the Chaos Interfaith Center. And today we're looking at hands. I mean, looking at hands. So please stop what you're doing, pause this if you need to, and look at your hands. What do you see? What do you see physically? Nails trimmed because you play the harp or piano. Nails long because it gives you more surface to decorate. Veins showing. Are the veins on one hand a mirror image of the other? Calluses from playing guitar or shoveling mulch. Lines that a psychic read once to tell your future. Hands. My mother's hands were very much a part of my growing up and of my lifelong career. She was a pianist. It was her hands that first showed me how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. Her hands made dinner each evening except for Sundays. That was Dad's day for dinner. And her hands sewed, played the accordion, turned the pages of the book as she was reading it for us, and caressed sick children, and cut, styled, and permed her daughter's hair. My father's hands were strong and sometimes very dirty. He was a firefighter and a safety inspector for a large industrial plant. He gardened, trimmed bushes, washed the cars, and built brick walkways, and made supper on Sundays. As with most parents, their hands helped to guide their children in so many ways, but parents generally do not work in a vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum anyway and wants us to connect with others. And in that light, we help one another to grow and become who we are. How many hands have helped you to get where you are right now in your life? For a moment, look back at the people who showed you how to hold a pencil and how to hold a baseball bat, how to dissect a fish, sew on a button, measure a liquid chemical, trim your bangs, cut glass, hold a delicate baby animal. We are interconnected with everyone and everything, but our culture often sends us messages contrary to that. For instance, if we cry, we're seen as weak. If we need others to help us, we're indebted to them instead of simply accepting the help as a gift. We're given subtle and not so subtle messages that being independent is valued so highly and individualism is a badge of great honor. When not one of us could do what we do or be who we are without the hands and hearts and brains of others. As we've been molded and transformed by the hands of others, we too must share our knowledge and our love with others, and that often involves our hands. Let's picture for a moment the hands of a priest dipping into the baptismal waters before blessing the top of a baby's head. Notice the hands of a roadside brother or sister holding a cardboard sign with barely legible letters on it that ask for help. Remember the story of Jesus' hands when the holes pierced through them were what Thomas needed to see and touch to actually believe what was happening. Think about the hands that reach towards a birth canal to catch a newborn as it enters this world. Where are your hands when you pray? Are they folded with the clump of intertwined fingers resting neatly in your lap, or are they lifted into the air, reaching for a connection to the Spirit? Hands can, of course, be used for ugliness and torture as well, but let's focus on the hands that helped, the ones that built, the ones that shared. One of my favorite murals is on the wall of the Harriet Tubman Museum in Maryland. Her outstretched hand is saying, "Come with me. Come on. I'll help you. You can do it." Sometimes there is significance in the way we hold our hands, the position of what we're doing, from playing the harp to holding a golf club to shuffling a deck of cards. In Buddhism and in Hinduism, there are hand positions called mudras. Mudra is a Sanskrit word meaning a gesture or a mark. Mudras are hand positions that influence the flow of energy in the body and in the mind. Holding a mudra for a little while is akin to holding a yoga pose, but it's only done with the hands. Here are a few of them. The Gyan mudra. It has been widely used when sitting in a lotus position. It brings mental clarity and concentration. It's useful for a meditation practice. I bet you've seen or done this one. The Prithvi mudra, or the mudra of earth, is made by touching the tip of the ring finger to the tip of the thumb. Close your eyes for a few minutes while you're keeping the other 3 fingers straight. Do this with both hands. Feel how the earth connects you more strongly and gives you strength as you sit with this mudra. And our last one for today is the Shunya mudra. Bend your middle finger and press on it with your thumb. Keep the other fingers straight. Sit with this one for a while, and you may notice your earache or dizziness are gone, and your balance is better. Positioning our hands is also critical when using American Sign Language to communicate. Holding the hand here is a W. Putting it here and tapping is the sign for water. I learned the difference between a hand out and a hand up long ago. Better to raise another person up if you can, rather than giving them something consumable that will be gone in a day. In other words, teach a person to fish. So I ask you in closing, will you use your hands to form mudras, to enhance your own spiritual practice? Will you use your hands this week to pray? Will you use your hands to communicate with someone? How will your hands be used to better the world around you? I thank my friend Jim for this idea. It's twofold. First, watch for a place, an incident, a time, an event this week where your hands helped someone else's life be better, where you acted like Jesus and did the right thing. And second, watch for an incident, time, event, or place where someone else's hands helped you. Be grateful for both of these. Blessings on all.